Gibsons Community Building Society is pleased to bestow the annual Darren Entwistle Community Builder Award to honor outstanding leadership in helping to build a healthy, caring, and vibrant community. This award was named in 2019 in appreciation of the unwavering support of Mr. Entwistle, President and CEO of TELUS, and Honorary Chair of our Society's Board of Governors. We are extremely proud to bestow the 2025 Darren Entwistle Community Builder Award on Susan and Bob Hoy in appreciation for their exemplary community service. Lisa Hilton, co-chair of our tribute committee, will speak to the merits of this year's honorees.
Bob and Susan give so much time, generosity, and kindness to this community, making a better place for us all. Their commitment to community runs deep, having 34 years of multi-generational family ownership of the IGA here in Gibsons. They have employed hundreds of local youths and even 2 generations in the same family. Even their own kids started working there in their early teens, and it doesn't stop there. Bob and Susan embrace the local food entrepreneurs, giving them a chance to showcase their products and build their brand. Not only were they running a business, they were giving back, and in a big way. They have supported youth sports and the pack. Who hasn't been accosted when entering the store by kids trying to get you to buy hot dogs, a donut, or even wash your car? Assisting seniors and homebound people with volunteer shoppers and grocery deliveries, and generating more than $60,000 a year in donations to the food bank. They contributed through charitable gift card program, helping many nonprofit organizations, as well as sponsoring many of the arts programs on the coast. They continue to support the community through Bob's involvement with the Sunshine Coast Division of Family Practice, and Susan volunteering with the Sunshine Coast Hospice, an organization that means a lot to her. We hope to see you out on the water, Bob, catching some great big fish, and Susan, you out riding your horse. Again, congratulations on this award. I can't think of any 2 people that are more deserving.
Hello everyone. John C. Maxwell said, "The pessimist complains about the wind, the optimist expects it to change, the leader adjusts the sails." Susan and Bob have been masters at sensing the winds of change were coming and adjusting. Their leadership inside our organization and in their store has made us all better. We truly value all that you have done and continue to do. On behalf of everyone at the Georgia Main Food Group and the IGA family, we want to congratulate you both.
I've known Bob and Susan Hoy for over 25 years. From the first time I met them, I knew they were special people, both as a couple and as individuals. The first words that came to my mind when I found out they were awarded the Community Builder Award was, yes, it kind of looks like them, doesn't it? Bob the Builder, along with his powerhouse partner Susan, spent more than 2 decades helping to build a stronger community in Gibsons. A community where they ran a successful IGA store. And through this store, they found an unlimited number of ways to support the people of Gibsons. Like Susan stepping in to help raise much needed funds for local schools, to Bob's passion to coach high school basketball. It was always about others. During COVID, I saw firsthand how they pivoted to bring much needed groceries during one of the most difficult times for the community of Gibsons. Can we build it? Yes, you did. Congratulations to Bob and Susan for being recognized by the town of Gibsons for the Community Builder Award.
So Bob and I talk a lot, and one of the conversations that really stuck out with me is during the pandemic a few years ago when supply chain was really tight. We couldn't get flour and things like toilet paper. And he and I were speaking. He was really stressed. He felt the responsibility and the weight to the community. He wanted to be there for the people who had supported him for all those years. That always stuck with me. So congratulations, Susan and Bob, on this well-deserved honor.
Over the years, nobody that I know has done more for this community than Bob and Susan. Their contributions have been economic, social, and charitable. Bob, Sue, thanks for everything you've done. You make the community proud. You should be proud of yourself. Hold your heads up high, and thanks for everything you've done.
I'd like to congratulate Sue and Bob on this very deserved award. I'd like to thank you also for hiring me. I've had so much fun over the years. Some of the highlights, well, I guess there was Bob on the mule in the store wearing a sombrero. And that was Cinco de Mayo. Also the Halloween costumes. You guys had some of the best. My favorite was Sonny and Cher, and I'll let you guess who was who. Again, congratulations and lots of love to the both of you from Krista and I.
I'd like to thank Bob and Sue for their many years of supporting Shady Hazel Farm. They've both always been just like so easy and open to supporting us and our friends and everybody. Yeah, I don't think anybody has a bad word to say about those guys. Yeah, they're really great.
I've been here for about 24 years, working on 25 years now, so all those years have been underneath Bob and Sue, and they've just been great people. They helped out everybody. They've been awesome to us, not just me personally, but to everybody else that works here, and yeah, just lots to say about them. They're just fabulous people.
Have a great time, Bob. I'm still working here.
Rachel, Blake, Olivia and I have known and worked with Bob and Susan Hoy for many years, since we were teenagers. They've always treated us and their staff like family. They've helped shape us into the adults that we are today.
Over the years, they have pushed us to be better people. Bob approached us to start the Youth in Action Committee, and without a thought, we all said yes.
With Bob and Sue's support, we were able to help the community in many different ways. One of the biggest impacts being helping families in need over the holidays to ensure they had a Christmas filled with laughter, memories, and lots of love.
Their compassion and willingness to support the community has inspired us as well as many others. The four of us are very fortunate to have been mentored by Bob and Sue, even when we were crazy teenagers.
Thank you so much for all your support.
Big shout out to Bob and Sue, who have been the most kind and supportive friends, helping me to establish an endowment fund to honor my late daughter's memory. Here's to Bob and Sue. From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Over the years, both Bob and Sue have been true pillars of this community. Through their business, their generosity, and the countless ways they step up and make a difference. It's Sue who brings sparkle to everything she does. She has a way of centering attention on her friends and make us feel supported and loved in a way that only she can. I recently had the privilege of providing a personal reference for one of her volunteer opportunities. I listed some of her wonderful qualities, her kindness and her reliability, her warmth and her compassion, and I could have gone on, but I stopped and said, I think you'd just be really lucky to have her. And the woman on the other end paused and replied, I think so too. We truly are the lucky ones to have Sue and Bob helping to make our community stronger, kinder, and more connected.
Hey Mom and Dad, just wanted to say congratulations for being the recipients of the Community Builder Awards in 2025. What a lot of people haven't got to see is that while you've done so much in front of the scenes to support the community and your staff, behind the scenes you've always done so much to put family first. I love you both and look forward to celebrating you.
They're awesome. They're very deserving of this award. I mean, ever since I've been young, that they've been giving back to the community and just showing up for everybody in every way, while still keeping up with my brother and I and showing up for all of our things as well. So I truly don't know how they did it all, but they really did, and they did it well. I mean, they were my bosses as well, and they led with, I think, just a lot of humor, and they held you accountable, but in like the most gentle and wonderful way. And you know, a lot of my friends worked there as well, and it's a lot of our first jobs. So, you know, they were great as bosses. You guys are the most deserving people. I feel so grateful to have had such an excellent set of role models my whole life. And I think a lot of other people feel that way, you know, a lot of the people that they've been mentors to. So congratulations, you're definitely deserving, and I love you both.
When you look at the names on the wall at the Gibsons Public Market and to think that we're going to be beside those people, it's, to be honest, it was very overwhelming. We were both extremely humbled by it, but yeah, we're very honored, and yeah, we're thrilled to be able to accept the award.
I think we were really caught off guard when we were asked out for a beer at Tapworks, and this was presented to us. We're so honored. I mean, like Bob said, the people that came before us have set a standard that's really high, and so we feel very humbled by it.
To be lucky enough to live in a small town where everybody is so darn nice and kind and giving. I think if you're going to ingrain yourself in a community, you need to be a part of the fabric of it. And we both felt that giving back to the community was just something that we were going to do, period.
As the years go by, a lot of people's situations got a lot more difficult. We saw inflation, we saw people really struggling, families, individuals, and to give back to that gives back to the community. It keeps our community strong, it keeps our community connected. I think it's a lot about what Bob was talking about. It's about giving back to a community that's given so much to us. My role was often behind the scenes, but he was out there greeting and meeting, and people would go to the grocery store, I swear, just to have a conversation with him and maybe make an excuse to pick up some milk. There's people that always come in, hey, where's that tall guy, or where's Bob? And he was just never in a bad mood and was passionate about that. He loved it. And I have so much admiration for young families. A lot of them have kids, and they're making a go of a business dream that they wanted to make happen, whether it was food or there's so many different communities. We have somebody who creates candles that we support, and it's just nice to see families be able to live on the coast, support themselves without necessarily having that commute back to the city. And why wouldn't you support people putting in the hard work?
Honestly, it was our pleasure to be able to help as many out as we could. Not just by financially, but by time and volunteering. I think it's important.
We've been treated really well by this community, so this was truly a surprise, and we feel very humbled by it, I think.